Okay, welcome into the Fox 5 Weather Center here with my friend Mike, where outside feels like we've had a little bit of relief, right?
A little bit of a break.
70s.
And I'll tell you what, if you liked it, wait till later this week. I mean, we're talking about the best weather in
You and
weeks
Caitlin both have been teasing this, but we need the umbrella along the way.
Just in between, in between here. I really think we just got to get through tomorrow. Tomorrow's the one rough day this week, and then after it, we really do. Caitlin wasn't lying. An extended break, we think, here in the D.C. region of just some very comfortable air. Maybe occasionally, we still have to wait and see how smoke might factor into it. Nothing, though, on our radar looks nearly as bad as what we went through on Friday, though. But still might be a little bit of haze out there in the atmosphere on a few days. We'll talk all things late week once we get you through tomorrow, as that's the day we're watching. It starts with what's happening tonight, where temperatures were cooling off our daytime highs, which are in the mid to upper 80s region-wide. We're doing a little slow, though, tonight. I mean, they're still hanging on the 81 Quantico, 79 D.C., 78 Gaithersburg, 78 at Baltimore as well, Martinsburg and Cumberland at 76, Winchester 73, Annapolis, Stevensville over on the Eastern Shore still hanging on the 80. Reason why we're a little slower in the fall tonight? Well, humidity starting to rise just a little bit more. Big picture showing you. I mean, look at the cool stuff to the north. Binghamton 69, that's a spring-like day up there. Boston 70 degrees, even New York City 72, not so bad, but the warmth remains just down to the south, and that's where those dew points are higher. And that, with a southern wind today, those dew point numbers have been climbing here in Washington. Started the day off in the lower 60s, comfortable feel this morning, but now we're sitting right around 70 degrees in terms of that dew point. Look down to our south near Richmond, dew points at 74. So not too far away where this line is drawn, that's where a more humid air mass sits. And you see right at the end here, that L that kind of is developing along this front, that's going to start to lift it northward as we work our way through the overnight and early morning hours tomorrow. And you see what's down there. There's some showers, there's some thunderstorms, and as we go on through Futurecast, you see 3 o'clock hours. Folks in the northern neck might see some showers, maybe hear a rumble of thunder. Northern Virginia, 3, 4 in the morning. It's got a couple showers passing on by. And even as late as the 8 o'clock hour, could be some showers along this frontal boundary coming through D.C. Now, that's sort of what starts or sets the stage for tomorrow. Warm front comes through, destabilizes, off it goes. And now this is a brand new run of Futurecast, which shows full-on sunshine as we hit about 11 o'clock, noon hours. That's key, because if we do that under a very humid air mass, we're going to destabilize a little quickly tomorrow afternoon. So we'll be watching for that closely, because you'll see what happens later in the day as some wind energy increases out of the west. It starts dragging some storms down from the north and west. And look at them fire around D.C. right around the evening commute. And some of those could be strong to severe, with the number one thing we're watching out for, some isolated damaging winds within these storms. I mean, we've seen what's happened over the past few weeks. We've had some areas where trees have gone down, power lines have gone down. So we'll be watching for that tomorrow. They did place us. You see this kind of tannish box that sits over D.C., Philadelphia, much of Pennsylvania. That's an enhanced risk of severe weather. That's level 3 of 5 from the Storm Prediction Center. All that means is within that box, it's just a likely environment that we could see some damaging winds. So we're going to be here for you. We're going to keep you ahead of this situation. As I mentioned before, end of the week, we'll make up for all of this. We'll talk about that fantastic 7-day forecast coming up later in the show. Angie?
Thank you, Mike.